NBA nerds were big mad this weekend.
Yeah.
Jokic and Embiid were both eligible for All-NBA at center and forward.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
Yeah. You're a nerd, so I figure you're mad.
Yeah.
Why does this matter?
Oh, why does it matter? Oh, I don't know. Why does history matter? Why does anything matter? So let me explain how this works. All-NBA, which if you're following our you can't even follow it yet, but our best 50 players last 50 years series, when it comes out in a few weeks, what you're going to see, we really value certain things. Top 5 MVP finishes, how you do in the playoffs, and all NBA appearances. Because for all of NBA history, this has been a snapshot of the best guys at each position in the league. First team, second team, and 30 years ago, they added the third team. And all of a sudden, despite the fact that Joel Embiid and Nikola Jokić have played 0 minutes at forward, the NBA, because I guess they want to make sure Jokic makes first team, the NBA is changing the rules. They started going down this path last year. Now it's full-on embrace, where a guy who doesn't play forward can make the team at forward. So why does it matter? Here's why it matters. I'm not saying that it's perfect that you're a guy who's going to finish top 4 in MVP voting isn't going to get a first team spot. But that's how it's always been. We had Wilt and Russell dueling each other for a dozen years. Do you know how many times they both made first team All-NBA? 0. We had Bob McAdoo once come in second in MVP voting. He didn't make first or second team All-NBA, much less, put him on there alongside Kareem. Guys, you had Robinson and Akeem and Ewing. Was there any time where Shaq came along where you should have had 2 centers? Yeah, could have made an argument, but you didn't. Go through history. Has there ever been 2 centers on an All-NBA team? No, because it's mattered what position you actually play. So now, if you change the rules, and you wouldn't change the rules when it was Kareem involved, or when it was Shaq involved, or when it was Wilt and Russell, to change them now and change the way we are able to judge different eras, I hate it.
You're trying to spice things up.
But it's not spicing anything up.
You sound like an old head.
How do I sound like an old head?
It's the way it was in the past.
Okay. Guys, if Moses Malone at his apex was getting All-NBA second team some years because he wasn't better than Kareem, but we're going to change the rule for Nikola Jokić. Okay, yeah. Makes a ton of sense. All right, we're still talking All-NBA. Good.
Okay, so since you care about the All-NBA so much, despite not even having a vote,
that's a god-dog cheap shot.
What would your team look like?
Oh, my All-NBA team?
Yes.
All right, first and second team is almost locked with a couple weeks to go. Third team, there's some openings. But first team, obvious. Ja, despite missing all the games, Ja, I think, makes it. He could get dropped to second team, depending on how many more games he misses. But at the guard position, the only lock is Luka. Luka's got to be there. Ja's got to be, I think will be there. At the forward spot, Giannis is obviously going to be unanimous. I clearly would not go Jokic and Embiid at forward center. I would only put one of them because they're a center. So the other forward spot would go to LeBron.
Wait, hold on. It's all making sense now.
What?
You mean to tell me this Jokic and Embiid thing is getting to you so much because they'll take LeBron's spot?
No! How dare you?
That's what it sounded like.
No, it is because they don't play forward. So I think the All-NBA forward should be a forward. That's what I think. Now, as it happens, are you correct that if Jokic and Embiid make it, and Giannis we know is going to make it, LeBron would be out? That does happen to be true. That is not the reasoning. You don't believe me.
I don't. I don't.
My own son is doubting my integrity here. It has nothing to do with LeBron. It has to do with NBA history. It has to do with paying respect to our elders NBA like Bob McAdoo. Yeah, it does, buddy. But to answer the question, my All-NBA team would be right now, Ja, Luka, Giannis, LeBron, Embiid. That would be my first team. And the Luka and Giannis and Embiid to me are pretty much locked in those spots. LeBron also, assuming you're not doing the 2 centers, but I wouldn't. My second team, Steph, Devin Booker, Jason Tatum, your guy who's been unbelievable for 6 weeks now. Durant, I know he's missed a bunch of games. Durant's got to be on there. And then my second team center would be Jokic. Those 10 names I just mentioned there, 8 of them must be first or second team. Tatum and Durant, some people will make arguments about. Again, there's a spot missing for one of them if you use a center spot on a forward or a forward spot on a center, I should say. And then third team, to me, there's right now 3 locks. DeRozan, Karl-Anthony Towns, and CP3. And for those final 2 spots, Donovan Mitchell, Jimmy Butler, Jaylen Brown, Pascal Siakam. Do we want to get a Cav on there? Darius Garland, Trae Young has a case. Should we get 2 Bulls on there? Zach LaVine. So I don't know about third team, but I think we're pretty set on how the All-NBA teams, the general skeleton of it should be. And you're right, I don't have a vote. Listen, I'm sorry that didn't work once upon a time for the New Orleans Times-Picayune and follow a team around. All I do is study NBA history and watch all the games and talk about as much as anyone and wear god-dogged NBA jumpsuits, officially licensed gear no less, but they can't give me a vote. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to get more from the show and make sure to click the bell to get notified every time new content drops. Check out full episodes of What's Right wherever you get your podcasts, or just click the link in the description below.